Good evening, everyone. It's 6 p.m. We have a quorum. Would everyone please say their name and advise if they're present?
Orlando Navarro, present. Erasmo Villarreal, present.
Minidora Haynes are present.
Lalo Uribe, present.
Fred Villarreal, present.
Thank you. On with our agenda items. The first agenda item is an action item. Discuss the possible action to recommend to the Board of Trustees approval of RFP 003, number 2017, interactive black panels, mini computers, and sale of interactive whiteboards.
Good evening, committee. Before you, we have a recommendation to award this contract to ACES Consulting. The estimated amount of the purchase is $5,642,940.81. Along with this purchase, we're looking at selling some interactive whiteboards. It's about 115 that we have, and the vendor has offered us a 65-inch panel with the computer and installation at a value of $5,329.10 to take that equipment off our hands. Are there any questions? This is for the district-wide interactive flat panel initiative. It includes 930 IFPs and 12 monitors. This is for our new schools as well as our retrofit schools. Once we're done with this, we should be done with mostly all the schools with the exception of the high schools. And as we have growth, we may have to go back to the LBJ feeder pattern, which is the first set of schools that we did.
As a reminder, this was a block of $8 million that was approved by the voters during the bond election for this specific purpose.
Madam Chair, in our packet, we have the bids in front of us. We also have the scoring that was done by 4 evaluators. We also, on the paperwork that we were given, it also says that the staff complied with applicable federal, state, and local purchasing policies and procedures. That being the case, and if there's no comments or questions, I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
We have
Can
a
I ask before,
discussion, yes?
Mr. Z, you mentioned that there was $8 million that was blocked out for this?
That's correct.
So this is 5.6.
We've already had one phase purchased out of that $8 million, so this is just another chunk that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
And then, again, we still have a few more to do, the high schools in some cases. And
The
then-
$8 million was for our existing campuses, and then within the construction budget, we have the allocation for the new construction. So about 150 of these 930 panels are for new construction. So not the full $5 million will hit this account.
So we'll be within budget of the
Yes,
8
within
million
Yes.
budget.
after all is said.
Yes.
Did somebody second that?
Yeah.
Yes, one second.
You have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Informational items.
We are scheduled to open 3 facilities this coming August, so we'll just go ahead and go over the status report for those 3 facilities. We'll start with Elementary 28. or-
Okay, yes.
It's Freedom Elementary School.
Starting with Freedom Elementary School. Okay, this construction progress to date is 84% completion, and we're on schedule to open August 13, 2017. As you can see, we have the 4 areas, and your key map at the bottom in this description pretty much identifies all the work being done in those areas. In area A, being mostly classroom and administration, we have the flooring installed, the millwork installation in progress. The flooring in the classrooms is completed, in the ceiling grid and fixtures is in progress. In areas B and C, which is the library and cafeteria areas, the millwork also installation is in progress, the ceramic tile in the restrooms is completed, kitchen equipment is installed, as well as library floor tile. And area D, which is mainly the gymnasium area, we have the exterior CMU and brick wall construction completed, roof installation, and gymnasium interior wall. Now, the exterior, we do have the paving underway, curb and gutter sections are being machine laid, and within the next couple of weeks, we should have the connection to the EB Ranch Road done. Here are some progress photos showing some of the views of the interior of the library, pretty much basically what I just described. We have over in the gymnasium, we have the stage being already formed and finished, as well as roof installations, you can see in the bottom photo. You have millwork already being installed in certain areas. You got the book rooms, you have classroom lab works, and classroom areas, including marker boards. Showing some corridor views, you see some of the floor finishes already completed. And the lower picture there shows some of the fur downs that are being prepped for finished paint. The exterior shows the exterior veneer already pretty much completed, and the some views of the courtyard, which is completely concreted for EV drainage.
I have a question. On the picture that you gave us, it looks like there's a blue line and brick, but not on that one. Is there like a blue accent?
Actually, yes, there is. Based on the different schemes, and you'll know or notice as we progress with these elementary schools, the entry is going to be a little different for each school, but we also do have different brick patterns and accents for each school, so to give their identity. But the interior spaces are pretty much identical.
That's nice.
Yes.
That's nice.
And this corridor, Nachi, is what's inside the square there?
This is actually within the square. If you look at your key plan, yeah, that square in the middle is the actual outdoor classroom area, which will be equipped with an outdoor classroom setting with like a shading structure and some seating, like an amphitheater type of design.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'll be showing that probably in the next few meetings. But we have that design and it's been proven to work in the last of the other programs. Any other questions on Freedom? Okay, going on to United South 9th Street campus. The project is at approximately 90% completion and scheduled for a June 8th substantial completion date. This is, of course, a much bigger campus, but you can see the key plan down on the bottom right hand, showing the different sections, which include the A, which is the administration area, B, which is a cafeteria, C, D, which is classroom areas. Going down the hall to E and F and G, which is the gymnasium and the vocational areas. Most of the walls are painted, acoustical seating installations is in progress, and the gym athletic equipment is also being installed, and the finished paint is in progress. Here are some views of some of the exterior views of the wall finishes. The bottom photo shows the gymnasium and some of the finishes already being worked out. This is some views of the corridors with the porcelain tile flooring finish. You see some accents and some design on the floor. You see that big assembly area, which is one of the nicest features, main features of the actual project. And the bottom photo shows the cafeteria finishes.
Nachi, can I ask you probably a dumb question, but I'm asking because my kids play sports. My middle school kid plays in a gym that's like this one here. Really high ceiling, very nice. My elementary school kid plays in those gyms that have a roof. They're very, very shallow. I mean, they're probably a little higher than this. Is that by design, or is it just because they're smaller and they won't?
You're talking about a,
Yeah, because like the school that we just covered, what is it, Freedom?
yeah, Freedom.
So if you, because I saw I don't want you to go back, but if you look at the gym on that one, you see how the roof is it's like a,
Oh, yes, no, the height is there, it meets all regulations.
also the
See
heights are the same?
Yes, no, the heights, they meet all, like I say, regulations, but the photo that I showed, there does show a stage, you know, at the end wall of the gymnasium. But the actual playing area does have the height.
Okay.
And this particular school does have a competition and a practice gym, just like our other high schools do.
Oh, I see now, okay. Just,
Yeah.
never mind, just curious.
Okay. Now, the ninth grade campus that we're scheduled to open this coming year is the United Ninth Grade Campus, which is right behind the United South High School campus percentage, about 87% completion, and scheduled for July 22nd, substantial completion date. So this basically has the same work throughout all areas as described earlier. And these are some of the exterior views and approaches to the building. And on this one, you can barely see the bottom photo, but we did use some of the design from the main campus, which is immediately south of this one, to show some of the brick design to kind of relate with that other campus. And you can barely see it in the bottom photo, in between the window, right underneath the window panels. That's like a detail that they were able to use from the main campus.
Yeah.
And here you see some more exterior views. Site work is ongoing, but the interior finishes are also in progress. That's a view of the cafeteria. That covers the 3 projects that we have scheduled to open in August.
So basically, 2 of your ninth grade campuses will be available for the fall, next year, yeah.
United South.
South,
United-
That's great.
And remember, we're gonna use the current United High School ninth grade as the Alexander ninth grade for a year until the other one is completed. So we get them going in that direction already.
When is that? So this United ninth grade will open this next school year?
The brand new United High School ninth grade will open up August of this year, 17. The current United ninth grade will be converted to the Alexander ninth grade for a year, starting this August.
Okay.
So by August 18th, August of 18, we should be in the new Alexander ninth grade campus, which is across the loop, just down Delmar. So,
And then this one will become a middle school.
and then this becomes a middle school to help alleviate the Troutman middle population, because
Sure.
remember, we got Troutman middle school split up into 2 campuses,
Right.
the 6th graders right over here. And so that'll help alleviate that overcrowding.
Any questions?
That looks good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez.
Thank you.
The bond program financial report, Mr. Torres.
Good evening, Ms. Haynes. Good evening, committee members. As you can see in the numbers, financially, we're halfway there, a little bit over halfway there. The only difference from the January report to the February report, we've increased about 1.2 million in expenditures and encumbrances. And the main projects were obviously Freedom Elementary and San Isidro Elementary. They're about 87% on the Freedom Elementary but only about 71% of that has actually been expenditures. The rest is encumbrances. And San Isidro's at about 96% in total, but about only 43% we've already hit expenditures. The next couple of line items are in a technology upgrade. You saw the item tonight. We did have a $205,000 increase in encumbrances for some of the interactive boards, but Mr. Zuniga alluded to that we had already started one of the phases on them. And then the biggest line item here is about a $308,000 shift in the PO for safety and security, and that's for the public address systems and the exit doors and panic devices on all the campuses. We also had a change order that was for Troutman Elementary School for about $148,000 for the fire alarm system. But in total, we moved about $1.2 million from last year to this year. I don't know if y'all have any further questions.
I'm looking at the project summary,
Yes, sir.
and I guess just for an example, United South ninth grade campus, they're at about 90% completion as far as the report from the architect. He has a project cost of $33 million. We're budgeted for $38 million. On your financial report, you're at about 35.7, if I'm reading that right, with encumbrances.
On the summary of the detail sheet,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the first sheet, which would be the
Okay.
summary.
the summary,
In the past,
Yes.
have you seen, or at least in your experience, do you think we're gonna come under the bid amount? I mean, because we're 10% left to.
If you go to, if it might help you out if you flip to the next page and go to the detail on United South High School, the ninth grade campus,
Okay.
you can see the 38.9 million budget.
Right.
And we've already expended, and this is cash out, we've already expended 32.5. We still have to go through encumbrances of about 3.2 million, and it has an available balance of 3.1. If we've already included all the POs, and if you look at all the line items, it seems like everything is in. We might have to hit furniture and equipment, but only on the expenditure side. We've already encumbered 217. So by reading this detail, seeing that everything's already in, there is a possibility that we're looking at a savings of 3.1. I don't know if we've already had,
Well, we've got to order all the furniture and
Yeah.
equipment, we're just
So-
receiving bids this month.
because $2
We're
million
gonna bring
of
it this
furniture and
month, but
equipment
we'll
still
bring it
has
in
to be
April.
ordered.
Okay.
So as of today, we have a 3.1, but as this furniture and equipment, that's the last phase on most of these construction projects.
doesn't have 3.1, he has 1.
Well,
Right.
after, if you were to consume the $2 million in furniture and equipment, you'd come down to the 1. So that's how these reports are, that's how they're
And
progressing. Yes,
really,
sir.
that is a wild card, because this is the first time we're gonna equip a ninth grade campus,
Correct.
per se, I mean, of this size, so that really is gonna be the wild card. We're gonna start ordering furniture and equipment here soon, and,
And it looks like the numbers are kind of the same when you look at the other ninth grade campus, so. You know, hopefully, we're gonna save maybe about 4 million that we can apply for some of the money that was fronted by USD that we can
we've got
reimburse.
so many more projects to go before the end of the
Exactly.
bond program that was approved by the voters. That's where we have, maybe 3 years from now, is when we're really find out whether there's gonna be enough to reimburse ourselves for, like, example, the Troutman Elementary School gym and
Yeah.
other projects.
That's why I'm looking at it now and seeing if
You'll
there's
see
any
that
place you
actually,
can save for
we're really
there.
involved right now with ordering the furniture and equipment for the ninth grade campuses, so you'll see it in the next couple of months.
Okay, thank you.
Nachi, can I ask you real quick regarding Troutman Elementary, that field that is in between the entrance and exit? The entrance is on the left, the exit's on the right.
Right.
But in the middle there, it looks like they're clearing it up, but they put the playground in between those buildings that are there.
Yes.
What's the plan for that?
The actual layout of the playground was discussed with the campus principal, and they felt that that would be a better location for it. So we had 2 existing playground structures that were relocated, and right now they're actually being finished with the flooring and,
'Cause it looks like they sodded it, or they're sodding.
right. Now that area you were talking about, that we're gonna saw it as another playing field.
Oh.
So, yeah, there was some landscaping that we added to the contract to go ahead and just finish up the whole site.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything anyone would like to bring forth to the committee? date would you like to set for our next committee meeting?
Well, by our bylaws, it would have been April the 3rd, but I think you might want to wait till April the 10th, because we are going to bring 2 items for your review, possible approval to move forward with them, which would be the HVAC system at Troutman Elementary School. Remember how we discussed air conditioning the kitchen because it wasn't air conditioned? It gets very hot in there. And so we've already got, those numbers, or we're getting those numbers. And the other one is
Security alarm system,
the security alarm systems,
13 times.
the 13 campuses. So I would think,
April 10th.
And the furniture.
And the furniture, no?
And the furniture.
yes, on the furniture.
Furniture for the ninth grade.
And the other,
For Freedom,
yes.
okay. April 10th,
That's fine.
sound that be okay? Okay, so we'll schedule it for April 10th.
Did anybody sign up for public comments?
No, ma'am.
And if there's no further business, this meeting is adjourned at 6:22 PM. Thank you very much.
Thank you.